Welcome to Speak English with Energy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Speak English with Energy.
Hi guys, we're excited to have you with us today.
Today, we're diving into why most advice fails and what actually works.
Ever been in a situation where you got tons of advice, but none of it helped?
Oh, absolutely. Picture this. You're struggling with English, and everyone has an opinion. One person says watch movies without subtitles, another says memorize grammar rules.
Yeah, it can feel overwhelming and even frustrating, right?
Exactly. And each piece of advice seems to pull you in a different direction.
Understanding what really works is key, especially for learning English effectively.
Right. So, why does most advice miss the mark? Let's explore that.
Stick with us as we uncover tips that actually make a difference.
You know, I used to follow all sorts of advice from people on learning English. One friend said to read newspapers daily, another suggested watching news channels. I tried it all, and I felt like I wasn't making progress. One day, I decided to watch a simple comedy show with no subtitles. At first, I hardly understood anything, and it was frustrating. But then I noticed I could catch the meaning from the actors' expressions. Gradually, I started understanding the jokes and dialogues better.
That sounds like a turning point. How did it change your approach?
It taught me that enjoying the process helped more than strict schedules.
That's a great insight. People often overlook the power of enjoying what they learn.
Exactly, Lisa. It made learning feel less like a task and more like a hobby.
And I think that's where most advice misses forgetting personal enjoyment.
Right. Learning should be fun, not just a checklist of tasks.
So true. Let's dive deeper into what makes advice actually useful.
Let's talk about the advice to just be confident in speaking English. It sounds good at first, but it's often not very practical.
That's so common. People say it like confidence can be switched on instantly.
Exactly. I once had a friend who struggled with this. He kept hearing that advice, but never knew how to actually apply it.
So how did he manage to improve if just be confident wasn't working?
He started small, focusing on short conversations with friends. Over time, he built real confidence by seeing his progress.
That makes sense. It's about taking manageable steps, not giant leaps.
Right, and measuring success through small wins, rather than big expectations.
What if someone doesn't have friends who speak English?
Online communities are great for that. They offer a supportive space to practice.
And it's a wonderful way to meet people with the same goals.
Absolutely, Lisa. Community support can transform how we approach learning.
So Victor, what's a practical tip folks can try this week?
One practical tip is to set a tiny, achievable goal each day. For instance, aim to learn just 5 new words in English by the end of the day.
That sounds manageable. How should they choose these words?
Pick words that relate to your interests or what you plan to talk about. Say you're interested in cooking, learn ingredients or cooking terms.
I love that. It makes learning so much more meaningful. What's a common mistake people should avoid, though?
A big mistake is setting overwhelming goals, like trying to memorize 100 words in a day. That can lead to frustration and giving up too soon.
So true, Victor. It's about keeping it fun and light. You know, sometimes I think about how advice from friends feels different than online tips.
That's true, Lisa. Advice from friends often comes with a personal touch that resonates more.
Exactly. Like when my friend suggested using flashcards for new vocabulary, it really helped me.
Flashcards are great. I remember drawing pictures on mine to make them more memorable.
Oh, that's creative. Did drawing help you remember the words better?
Yes, it did. Visuals can make words stick in your memory much longer.
I should try that. Adding drawings sounds like a fun way to make learning enjoyable.
Absolutely, Lisa. Another idea is creating stories using new vocabulary. It brings words to life.
That's a good tactic. Stories make language feel more natural, right?
Exactly. It puts words in real context where they become easier to remember and use.
How about using those new words in a sentence to reinforce learning?
Exactly. Try writing simple sentences or use them in a short conversation online. This way, you're not just learning words, but also practicing usage.
So, today we explored why most advice fails. We talked about how important it is to make advice personal.
Right, and we learned the value of staying flexible. Adjusting advice to fit your unique journey can make a big difference.
And of course, we emphasized keeping things simple and actionable.
Absolutely. Here's one tip. Start with just 1 or 2 new words a day. Use them in sentences, maybe chat online using those words.
That sounds doable. It's all about making small, steady progress.
Exactly, Lisa. Small steps lead to big changes over time.
Well, that wraps it up for today's episode.
See you next time on Speak English with Energy.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep speaking English with energy. See you in the next episode.